It's 5 days to Christmas and all the world is at peace. Well, sort of.
You think you're a boy, right?
We want a full life presentation tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
And as usual, tomorrow always takes care of itself.
So, I want us to come up with a way of what to do with her this Christmas.
What if you sleep and wake up different? What if the day has already been booked for other things?
I have a presentation with our biggest client today. Don't even ask anything.
There's always the boy.
My name's Coco.
You are with a guy and you have no underwear on.
She's such a charmer.
The long wait for Christmas begins. Be properly dressed.
Do you want it or not? Yes.
Everyone is depending on you.
Let's take 10.
What in the world are you thinking?
You've been reading blogs, sir. It's not me.
Better thank your stars. The police dropped the charges.
I'm robbers.
Thieves are there.
Be safe and keep the boss safe.
Gang of robbers.
Yeah! Say, madam, let's not push up to say.
That was definitely an insult.
What was never intended
I can't flaunt you right now. You know why she's still hurting.
was falling in love.
And we have some classy designers for your babe here, sir.
She's not mine.
It's game on.
Nana is a very beautiful woman.
Ma'am, this, male toilet. You, wrong place.
Because we didn't want to hurt you. You were sick in love.
Every time I spoke to him about it, he insisted that...
I want to thank you for bringing Mr. Williams.
I see you can.
Be man enough to at least tell her about your kid and your wife.
He adores the U-turn.
Jeez, this must be a bad dream.
How would you handle a few hectic days to Christmas?
Well, if you ask me.
No one asked you, Nolly. Sit.
No matter how hectic, Christmas always comes.
Happy birthday, Jesus.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mom. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Christmas is coming.
Christmas came early to Ufuoma TV. Hello and welcome to Nolly Bitz. As usual, I am Adugo and I have only the best for you as usual on Nolly Bitz. Do not forget to subscribe and follow us across all our social media platforms. The handles flashing beneath. Now, before I go on and on about how beautiful, how lovely, how talented she is, I'd like to introduce her. But you have to know, she is a director, she's a producer, she's a mother, she's a wife, she's a linguist. She has a master's degree. How'd you do all these things, Ufuoma? Tell me. Why? How?
I think in the course of your life, you know, as you go along, you just pick things and put in the can, and then you get to a point like, oh my God, my can is full. You know, but it wasn't all at once. It was a process.
Okay, so we're not here to talk about her life today. We're here to talk about her movie. This is the first movie she is directing and writing.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And of course we have one of the cast members here with us. How do you do?
I'm fine, thank you.
Hello,
How are
welcome.
you?
Please tell us your name and tell us the role you play. That's one. Want to know the role you play in the movie?
Alright, my name is Amanda Oru. I played the character Miss Chika Eze.
Okay.
I'm one of the top executive in the company.
Okay. I'm sure you've all seen the trailer. Now we see a tomboy waking up to her worst reality. Really?
Yes.
How did you come up with the story?
So at the time I was being managed by Rick Dimka, and I was doing a short film with Jemima Osunde, and we just got talking, and we kind of realized that almost every girl, you know, grew up as a tomboy, and then most of them grow out of it and blossom into, you know, beautiful women and become very feminine. Yeah. And there are few who remain tomboys, you know. So we're talking about it, and Rita was talking about, you know, how much of sometimes unknowingly, you know, I get into my tomboy state, and then other times I switch, I'm like the model, you know. So it's like, we just started talking about it, and I said, how about we do a movie where, you know, this tomboy just gets, you know, waylaid by her friends and they transform her into a girl. And they're like, yeah. So I started throwing ideas together, and at the time I came to script and I thought, why not make it Christmas? You know, so that's how we came about Christmas is Coming.
Okay, so Christmas is Coming is going to be out in theaters very soon.
Yes.
But I will be privileged to be at the special viewing.
Yes.
But be sure to go to all the cinemas everywhere in Nigeria, because we're going to be watching it together, especially in this festive season.
Yes.
And I'm sure you're going to be there.
Absolutely, I will be there. We're breaking open to the public on the 24th of November, which is about 8 days from now. Our premiere is just a few days from now. But, you know, we'll be open to the public on the 24th. Please go out. Every cinema around the Federation would have Christmas is Coming. So go there, buy a ticket. Oh, by the way, we have our pre-sale tickets. So the first ever, haven't been done before in Nollywood, haven't been done before in the history of Nigerian cinema. We have pre-sale tickets, so we're asking people to go out there, get the tickets ahead of time. So if you buy the tickets before the 24th, you stand a chance to get one of our Christmas hampers. We're giving out 56 hampers. Oh my God. Yes.
Are you going to be giving out one of the hampers?
Yes, all of us.
Okay, but I'm actually very interested in knowing. I see a lot of actors who produce, who act, and on the same movie, they also direct. I'd like to know how that works. And I know a lot of people are interested in that.
The truth is, you need to understand what works at what time. Yes. So there's a time to be a writer, and then there's a time to leave your seat as a writer and become a producer. And then there's a time to leave your seat as a producer and become the actor. There's a time to leave your seat as the actor and become the director. Where you have to wear multiple hats at the same time, you need help. So I had an assistant director, Uche Odo. I also had a very good DP, Bode Babalola, who were, you know, quite helpful. After we had pieced together the vision I had for each scene, yes. You know, all at the point I was given the instructions, I was a director. But as soon as I was done with that, I had to leave that and become the actor, yes. And then take instructions from Uche and from Bode, yes. You know, because they get to see the monitor and they understand yes, what we had discussed about, yes. And seeing me bring it to life, you know. So it was in that way that it was easy for me to combine being all of this together at the same time. It was just knowing what to be at what point in time.
Okay, it wouldn't have been easy though. It must have been very tough.
I don't think anything is easy. Is acting easy? No. I don't think there's anything at all that is easy. So when a lot of people try to think, oh, your directing is not easy, I tell them acting is not easy. You know, you just need to be sure that at every point in time that you add a new feather to your cap, that yes. You're ready for it, because that's adding more work. Yeah. It doesn't mean that what you were doing before was easier, yeah. You know, but just know that you have the stamina to carry all of it and then carry it.
What was never intended,
I can't flaunt you right now, you know while she's still hurting,
was falling in love.
And we have some classy designers for your babe here, sir.
I'm nice.
It's game on.
Nene is a very beautiful woman.
Ma'am, this, male toilet. You, wrong place.
Because we didn't want to hurt you. You were sick in love.
Every time I spoke to him about it, he insisted that...
I want to thank you for bringing Mr. Williams.
I see you can.
Be man enough to at least tell her about your kid and your wife.
He adores the Utah.
Jeez, this must be a bad dream.
How would you handle a few hectic days to Christmas?
Well, if you ask me.
No one asked you, Nolady. Sit.
No matter how hectic, Christmas always comes.
Happy birthday, Jesus.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mom. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Christmas is coming.
I have this question for you. Okay. Do not look at her face again. We need you to diss on us. We want to know things that happened on sets. That, you know, normally when we come to the cinemas, we just watch and be like, everything is so good, it's so nice, everything is well done, the editing is great. But we never know the actual work that goes into it. We never see the bloopers. We never see the, you know. I like. Why are you going?
No, I'm just remembering.
Oh, good. I'd like for you to tell us, BTS, behind the scenes, what happened?
Well, I would say, as she said earlier, nothing comes easy, you know. Filmmaking is never easy. Yes. Ups and downs, challenges. If people disappoint you, you know, location issues and all of that. And like when I was on set, we had some location issues, but she was on top of it. So we didn't even feel what was happening. Yes, she tried so hard to manage it, and it was resolved, and we started shoot. Then the cast and the crew, amazing. We were like a family, you know?
Yes, it's true. We need to tell them all the great people that are on this movie. No, when you're done, then you do
that. So we're like a family. We just blended like we've known each other for so long. There wasn't like a celebrity, just an upcoming actor and all of that. Everybody was just a team because we had something in mind to achieve. So it was wonderful.
Nice. Then I'll tell them all the people they have to go and see in this movie Christmas is coming.
So we have Shola Shibowale, we have Zach Oji, we have Choma Akpota, we have wonderful director here, we have DME Okanlawo, we have Mary Lazarus, we have Iti Otagbe, myself, and loads of
many others.
Oh, Greg.
Yes, Gregor Jeffwa, you would laugh.
Amazing cast.
Okay, I'm sure you can remember Gregor Jeffwa. We've had him here before. He's the one with the one park. So we know.
Actually, don't be rude. It's an amusement park, please.
Oh
my.
The one with the amusement park.
Oh my.
Forgive my blunder.
Your rudeness.
My rudeness. Okay, so before we let you go, because I know we have a lot of planning to put into, tell them what they should expect from this movie. Because it's a Christmas movie.
Yes,
everybody knows it's Christmas. What will make this movie stand out for them in the cinemas?
Well, I think basically because we haven't had Christmas themed movies, done. That's the uniqueness. But what we didn't tell a nativity story. It's not the birth of Jesus and Mary and Joseph.
Yes.
It's a story that is set around the Christmas period. So there's actually a story that you can isolate. But what makes it so beautiful for us is the fact that in telling this story, which is the regular or a life of 3 girls and a guy and what happened to all of them, is that there's that beautiful spirit of Christmas feel to it. Yeah. I personally love Christmas so much, and Christmas is a time for me to reflect the whole year and say, I haven't gone through all of this. I've seen Christmas. It means that I've seen the end of the year, and I can only hope for better. So we hope that when people see this movie, they will fall in love with Christmas all over again, and they'll be thankful for the whole year and everything that they've had to go through, and arrive at the point where they're saying, next year is going to be greater.
Okay. So I think it's safe to say that you really love Christmas.
What?
So tell me, what was your favorite Christmas memory? Or what is your favorite Christmas memory?
I think my favorite Christmas memory was one time when we still lived in Jos. I can't remember how old I was. My mom traveled. She went to Malaysia, and she wasn't back by the 24th because we're like Christmas freaks in my house. Okay. She wasn't back, and we sat outside and we were so sad. Oh. We waited for my mom, and at the time my aunt was like, okay, let's go into bed and all. And then in the middle of the night, my mom arrives, wakes all of us up. I will never forget, she bought, because we're living in Jos, it was very cold. Yes. She bought my sister a pink jacket, like a really winter type jacket, and bought me like a light purpley one. What? We slept with the jacket now.
Kids would always do that.
What?
It's normal.
Come out with it. Please, thank you very much.
Until the next time.
We slept with it.
The next day
and then I think that was the first time she bought bonbon. So oh my God, it was. I don't know that I can forget that Christmas. It was probably one of my wonderfulest Christmas. We didn't go anywhere, but just having my mom around was
fun.
Yes,
and
it was awesome. Why?
It's just really sweet to see that. There's some things, no matter how much we grow, we never outgrow.
I love Christmas. I'm not even ashamed of it.
Oh, that's so nice. And what's your favorite Christmas memory?
Well, I would say back then when my dad used to work with Chevron, there's this Christmas party they organize for kids. So every time we're getting close to that period, I'm always excited because I know I'm going to see Santa Claus. I'm going to have so much fun and all of that. Then when I grew the age,
you couldn't go again.
It's actually very funny.
I will go by force, so they should pursue me.
Are you serious?
Come on, carry me now.
So I'm wondering how it is at home, considering that you're a mother now. How
my Christmas tree is up. Are you trying me?
So I'm sure they're going to be snacks and gifts.
Oh, there's everything everywhere. What?
Can I get invited to your house?
No.
Okay, you can come to my house.
Thank you very much. Somebody loves
She doesn't have Christmas tree. Let me just take side to pay you.
Okay, it's been lovely talking about the movie Christmas is Coming. Make sure you go out and see it. It is up from the
24th of November.
24th of November. It is really great. It's going to be a really great way to usher in the festivities.
Absolutely.
In Lagos, everything is Christmas lights are up, everything is up. Why won't you just go and
see
get
a
the
Christmas
feel? Go and see this movie. You will not regret it. I know I will. I'll be there. And you know, I'd have her to give me special.
I know.
You know, so my socks is coming on that day. It's been fun speaking to these great actresses on Nolly Bitz. Do make sure to stay tuned. And of course, always come back. We have just the right thing, what you want always. This is Ufuoma TV. As usual, I am her real professional. Take care, guys.
It's 5 days to Christmas and all the world is at peace. Well, sort of.
You think you're a boy, right?
We want a full life presentation tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And as usual, tomorrow always takes care of itself.
So, I want us to come up with a way of what to do with her this Christmas.
What if you sleep and wake up different? What if the day has already been booked for other things?
I have a presentation with our biggest client today. Don't even ask anything.
There's always the boy.
My name's Coco.
You are with a guy and you have no underwear on.
She's such a charmer.
The long wait for Christmas begins. Be properly dressed.
Do you want it or not?
Yes.
Everyone is depending on you.
Let's take 10.
What in the world are you thinking?
You've been reading blogs, sir. It's not me.
Better thank your stars. The police dropped the charges.
I'm robbers.
Thieves are there.
Be safe and keep the boss safe.
Gang of robbers.
Yeah! Say, madam, let's not push up to say.
That was definitely an insult.
What was never intended
I can't flaunt you right now. You know why she's still hurting.
was falling in love.
And we have some classy designers for your babe here, sir.
She's not mine.
It's game on.
Nene is a very beautiful woman.
Ma'am, this nail turtles. You, wrong place.
Because we didn't want to hurt you. You were sick in love.
Every time I spoke to him about it, he insisted that
I want to thank you for bringing Mr. Williams.
I see you can.
Be man enough to at least tell her about your kid and your wife.
He adores the Utah.
Jeez, this must be a bad dream.
How would you handle a few hectic days to Christmas?
Well, if you ask me.
No one asked you, Nolady. Sit.
No matter how hectic, Christmas always comes.
Happy birthday, Jesus.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mom.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Christmas is coming.